If you are solid in your services and your technique, but you're having a really hard time getting clients to book and especially book with you through your social medias, then today's episode is for you. I'm going to be teaching you what content is working. Luckily, it's the low effort content that's working. And I'm actually going to be teaching you out of my new online course that's now available called Booked Out with Instagram. 4 hours of everything that I use to book clients through Instagram, okay? So let's get into it. Welcome to The Rebel Show, the podcast for estheticians who want to grow their business, master social media, and perfect their waxing technique. I'm Bree Mesquit, esthetician, business coach, and founder of Rebel Wax and first-to-market wax pads. I built a 6-figure clientele, a 7-figure brand, and have trained over 15,000 waxers through my in-person and online courses. Are you struggling to book clients or market yourself? You're in the right place. Each week, I bring real business strategies, waxing education, and no BS advice to help you grow. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so I'm going to be teaching you the portion of this course. You guys need to sign up for this course. It's $47 for our launch pricing, and then it will go up to $97 and sit there. You will have lifetime access, and I'm telling you, this is the Bible of booking clients through your Instagram. You don't want to be posting content just for the sake of posting content, but it's not converting, okay? We need your Instagram to directly be monetized, meaning bringing you in money and revenue, okay? So I'm going to be teaching you out of this course the different types of content, what's working, and how to make this really, really easy so that you guys can keep up with your social media page and posting without feeling like you're spending a ton of time, because you're still having to take clients on top of this, right? But it is important. We do not want to ignore our social media. So let's go over the different types of content. So there's 5 main types of content that you can be creating. And usually you're going to be doing a mixture of about 3 to 4 different pieces tailored to what works for your audience. I've done extensive testing on this. I know what's working, so I'm going to share all of that with you. So first up, we have B-roll reels. So B-roll is when you're getting behind the scenes content. You're never looking really directly at the camera. It's you just filming activities that you do throughout your day. The lowest effort content, and I'm happy to say this is the highest converting content, and it's so easy to throw this together. I will literally go out. My husband and I last Friday we just spent a day like having fun. We went shopping, we had lunch, we went to a coffee shop, we walked around the river downtown, and we filmed a bunch of B-roll. So what is B-roll? It's just filming you doing stuff. So for example, at the coffee shop, we're having a conversation, I'm drinking coffee, I just set up my phone and capture that. Then you put text on the screen, so a hook. So you really want to focus on your hook on this. And then the body, so the description's going to be in the caption. Then you always have a CTA. So these have been performing super, super well. So what are some ideas for you as a service provider? It can be anything from cleaning your treatment room, setting up your wax pot, pouring wax into your wax pot, cleaning your wax pot, spraying down your wax pad from Rebel Wax, laying a wax strip, taking out the trash, sweeping your treatment room. Like, the ideas are endless. It's literally, you're not having to curate anything. It's just you capturing. So instead of creating, it's capturing. So I want you to have that mindset shift. I'm not creating, I'm capturing what I do on a daily basis naturally anyways. So it's so easy. So just get a tripod, set it up, film about 20 seconds, change locations, keep doing what you're doing, do another 20 seconds, do a wide angle, an up close with you in it, maybe just your hands. So let me give you a quick example. So if I was pouring wax into my wax pot and getting my wax pot ready, I would do a wide angle, so just have it further away, or your phone on 0.5, get you pouring the wax in with you being shown. Then change it to a closer up angle and maybe a different angle of you. So if you were kind of like off to the side, now you're in front, pouring more wax in. And then get a really close up of just the pot, you stirring it, just keep moving your phone around into different angles, but keep doing the same activity you were just doing. So one activity can turn into anywhere from 3 to 5 separate and different clips, okay? And you need a lot of these clips. They're very easy to get. And I will explain later how else you will want to be using these B-rolls as well. So when editing, simple, just text overlay. To either tell a story, you can drop a quick tip, or promoting something. You could be promoting your services, a package. Maybe you have memberships. Maybe you have a new client promo, or you have a special promo going for Valentine's Day, or a seasonal promo. This is a great format to use to be able to promote that. This has been my highest performing content. And like I said earlier, it's like super freaking easy. I will lay down at night and just like bust out like 10 different ones because I already have the B-roll filmed. So in one day, this isn't something you're having to film every single day. You definitely can. If you're into it and you're feeling it, then throw your camera up on a tripod and do that. But you can really just batch a ton of different clips in one day. But you don't want to do one post from start to finish for just one post. That's too much. You want to film a bunch and then edit a bunch and then schedule a bunch, or like write the captions for a bunch out in one sitting rather than just doing from point A to Z for one post. It's a lot of effort. You're having to switch your like focus from create or document to figure out it's just too much. It's too much going back and forth. Quick interruption to the show. And yes, this is an ad, but wait, before you skip, I actually have a free gift for you. So if you're frustrated with your current wax or you're just looking to try something new, keep on listening. I'm giving new customers the chance to try Rebel Wax for free so you could test in your treatment room before committing to a full-size bag. Instead of wasting money guessing which formula might work, you can test out 2 formulas and see which one is best for you. You can claim 2 free sample bags choosing from 3 different formulas: gel, hybrid 50-50, my personal favorite, or cream. If you are a licensed esthetician or a waxer and you've been looking to find your perfect formula, this deal's for you. To claim this deal, you'll visit lashandwaxoc.com, type in samples in the search bar, and then go ahead and choose the 2 bags you would like to claim. Add them to your cart, and at checkout, go ahead and use the code TRYREBEL. This offer is for licensed estheticians and students and is limited to 1 claim per customer, so everyone gets the chance to try. Head over to lashandwaxoc.com, claim your free gift. I hope you love it. I think you will. Now back to the show. Next, we have Carousel Posts. These are also doing really, really well. They're getting pushed out like crazy right now. I would say even more so than Reels, but they're not always as high converting. So we never want to focus on, when we're looking at our content and its performance, just the views. We want to look at like, is this actually, what's the goal? The goal is to be booking more clients, right? Like, is this helping me book more clients? So carousel posts are usually more of a nurturing post, meaning you're allowing people a little bit more into your world. You're talking a little bit more to your actual current followers and just sharing a story. You're really connecting with the people who are already following you. They don't always attract new in, but I have to say, here's the play with carousel posts is add music to it. And you've probably noticed this. If you haven't, next time you're scrolling on Instagram, pay attention to this. The first page of the carousel post is shown. And then later in the day or the next day, you may notice you're seeing the same post, but now it's on slide number 2. So that gets shown a second time. And then if you put music over it, then it could be shown on the Reels tab as well. So now you have 3 different opportunities for your carousel post to be shown. So what the heck is a carousel post? Carousel post is a picture or a short video, and you do multiple. So you know when you can like swipe through. I do these all the time and they are fantastic. Okay, pro tip. So oftentimes I forget to take pictures. Like we go and I film content all the freaking time, but I always forget to take pictures. It's so funny because when I first started with Instagram 8 years ago, I was taking nothing but pictures, and then I'm like, oh crap, I need to make sure I'm getting more videos. Now I always get videos and forget the pictures. Screenshot different moments from your B-roll, and you can use that as your picture. Once you get better at this and you get more in the flow and you get used to it, just as you're shooting B-roll, every different activity you're doing, then just like take a few quick pictures as well. But if you forget, not a big deal. Prioritize getting the B-roll and then just screenshot a portion of it for a picture. So how do you use these carousel posts? You take the picture. You can either change the picture on each slide, or like 99% of the time, I'm just using the same picture on each slide. I have text over it and I'm telling some sort of story through the carousel post. So I'm actually, the text and the story is being told on the actual post rather than so heavily in the caption. So it's a little bit different than B-roll. B-roll is a strong hook on the video, and then the meat of it is in the story or whatever it is you're trying to get across is told in the caption. This is the opposite. You're telling it on the post itself, okay? You want to connect and relate with people through this one. You want to share your story. You can share educational stuff too. Those do well, but I've just been noticing a switch lately where it's really those like relatable moments and those relatable stories that are performing really, really well. Now, not necessarily performing well for directly booking clients from that post, but you're building that like, know, trust factor, which does in turn help to get more bookings in the long run because people get to know you. They really like you, trust you, you're relatable. And then they're like, you know what? This is the girl I want to go to. Once they make the decision, I'm going to start waxing. You're going to be top of mind. They're going to remember you. They're going to have related and connected with you, and you'll be the person that they book with. All right. Then we have static post as well, which is just a single image. There's no scrolling through to anything. You can't find this on my Instagram. I do not use these. Instagram used to like really prioritize, like that's all Instagram used to be. There was no text on it. It was just a static picture. They're not performing well now. You don't always have to do everything I say too. Just test it because sometimes different things work for different people and different audiences, but just general across the board, I'd say this hasn't been performing well and it's not something that I use, but you can definitely test it out. So these are going to be very caption heavy. All right. Always check your analytics first though, to see what works best for your audience. If you're not sure like what analytics to be testing and all checking and all of that, like all of that's in this course. You guys, I'm telling you, this is the Instagram, like freaking Bible. You're definitely going to want to purchase this course. You will literally have paid for the course through getting one new booking. And I promise you, this is going to help you bring in a lot more than that on a monthly basis if you implement. That's the key. Next, we have story posts. So that's where you're posting on your Instagram story. So you've definitely have seen those. This is more casual, unfiltered, showing your real personality. I actually made this post the other day and I had some people in my DMs and one comment just kind of giving me a little bit of pushback on it because I said, stop posting day in the life videos. They just aren't performing really well. And the reason I say that is not because I don't think you should be showing what a day in your life looks like and like showcase you as a person. That does create connection and relatability, but it's such high effort content that doesn't really convert very well. I'd rather see you show up in those ways on your story post so it can be in real time, just show it. And you're not having to remember to film all this stuff all day, go home, edit it. Like day in the life videos are it takes a lot to pull those together. Test this out more on your story posts because people do want to see what a day in your life really does look like. But I want to, all of this, I have you guys as service providers in mind. So it's like you guys aren't full-time content creators. You are a full-time esthetician and you're taking and having to service clients still. So I want to make this as easy as possible while still giving you the best ROI on your time as possible. Doesn't need to be curated or perfect, just quick snapshots. So behind the scenes moments, what's on your mind, like pop on, know it's doing really well. I'm going to get into this next, but you can do this on your stories, is like FaceTime style content. So you literally pick up your phone, you have a thought, you're like, I just had a client in, she's been suffering with ingrowns. I told her you need to be exfoliating, like whatever, like you're FaceTiming a friend. People, it's doing so well. It's just so relatable and you make them feel like you are on FaceTime with them. So that's been doing really well. And again, it's super low effort. And then soft selling your services or even hard sell, honestly. So there's something called an STD story post. Yes, STD. So it's story post, singular story post. That's what the S stands for. T is text heavy. So you have a lot of text on it. And then D stands for DM automation. All of that's in here in this course. So you'll want to go, again, check this out. I go in detail, but you want DM automation. No more link in bio, no more link using the little link. Instagram doesn't like it. You're sending people off their platform. Your stuff's going to get shown less. I'll give you an example. When I do these STD story posts, first of all, sales and bookings go through the roof. And I go from having like 400 views, which is crazy because just with the size of my account, like I should be getting more than 400 views on my stories, but it will go up to 10,000, 11,000 when I do it this way. So you let that story be the singular story on your stories for 24 hours, nothing before, nothing after it. It's a little bonus for you. So just think of stories as low pressure and a high connection. It's somewhere where you really connect well. So I definitely recommend showing up on your stories daily. And then the days where you're not really do an STD post. Commit to at least twice a week doing an STD story post where you're directly promoting maybe your client promo, a product maybe that you sell, or just to book with you in general, or memberships, packages. Those would be a good as well. And then stop overthinking it. You don't have to have your hair and makeup done. It's fine. One of my reels that went viral and did really, really well, I literally was laying in bed. I saw a TikTok that sparked this idea or thought or whatever. I popped up real quick. I'm in my pajamas and my hair's a mess, no makeup. And I just talked about it real quick, posted it, didn't overthink it. I throw the Paris filter on, whatever. And it did really well. Then people feel like they're part of your world. It doesn't have to be so curated. Not everything has to be perfect. Okay. So don't overthink it. Just start posting, share your thoughts, start posting. All right. Next we have talking head reels. So this is where you're looking directly at the camera and talking directly to the camera. So education, storytelling, client results, these are all going to do really well. I really like to bringing conversations that you're having in the treatment room online. So say you had a client that came in, a new client or something, and she was like, no, this was not as bad as I thought. I've been putting this off for months because I've just heard horror stories. Then you simply get on your phone. Once you check that client out, you're like, I just had this new client. She was the sweetest. She had been putting off waxing for months. You may be putting off waxing as well because you also have heard a horror story. Guess what the first thing she said when we were done? This wasn't as bad as I thought it was. See how easy it is? I'm literally just sharing the conversations that are being had within the treatment room. I'm not overproducing it. I'm not okay, let me get all this set up and let me have my hook written down and all my bullet points. You're just talking. These have been doing really well. So that's a talking head reel. Also, you could do, this is too much. Don't do this. But just in the future, you could do studio reels too. It does help build authority. So literally just throwing a mic in the frame can help people see you as more of an authority. I don't think it's 100% necessary for service-based, where you're really focusing on booking clients. But as you grow in your career and you want other opportunities, that could be something you consider as well. This one really helps lead into high converting content. So high converting content means that it actually it doesn't mean tons of views. It means it converts followers into booked clients. That's all of them. So those are what's working best. So if you had to choose three, let's choose three. B-roll, 100%. Talking head reels, and carousel posts. And then make sure you're showing up on your stories too. But those are the ones. So if you focus on those three, you're going to be solid. If you guys really want to know everything that I do to grow my Instagram, I'm at 65K right now, high converting content, lots of sales from this. Our studio page is helping us to book clients. Then definitely check out Booked Out with Instagram. The link's below. I'll see you guys on the inside of that course.